What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another beta video. We're on 10.69.2.2 and we're trying something a little different today. So we're going to do some parking lots. Now, the release notes have never talked about parking lots, but I've noticed them getting a lot better. In older beta versions, the car would kind of be whipping the wheel everywhere and just really struggle to get out of parking lots, really struggle to even move through them. And lately, it actually seems to be able to escape them. So we're going to go through some different parking lots today and see if the car can escape from these parking lots. Starting off with one we used to do back in the day, and this was recently requested from somebody, so I figured, hey, a good time to come back and try this out. Now, in the past, the car would always struggle here. There's a wall at the end, and then we did get it one time, and I haven't really revisited since the car was able to successfully do it. So we'll see. I honestly don't have high hopes, so we might be starting the test off pretty difficult here, but we'll give it a shot. One other thing I want to mention, I will be at AI Day 2 coming up this week. If you have any questions, if I get a chance, you want me to try to ask, leave them down below. If I get some good questions, I'll try not to do, yes or no or single word answer questions. But we'll see if we can get him to answer something interesting. Okay, so let's turn this on. I am going to reduce the speed because that's far too fast for a parking lot. We're at 15 miles an hour, which is probably still too fast. Let's go down to 10. And we are creeping forward here, so I didn't need to start it off. And we're heading, so now you can see that wall there. And we need to make up, it's a pretty tight right. I mean, there's obviously plenty of room. But let's see. Wow, it's planned really nicely so far. Oh my goodness, that's actually really good. A little close to the wall. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, that was handled like pretty much perfectly. In the past, the time it did it before, it was really slow. It really slowly got through there. It was kind of barely, but that was like natural and perfect. Whereas if you go back and look at the really old videos, it would just like try to honestly like drive into the wall. It does see the layout of the road, but is it going to make the turn? Nope, it looks like it's just gonna kind of go straight. We'll do 5. And, ooh, look at it go. I think, yeah, it's getting a little too close to the curb for my comfort. You can do it. Oh, it's so close. It's got the right turn signal on. What? No, you're going left. I don't know if it would have stopped at the last second, but I always had to hit the brake, so very cool to see that. And then we're continuing here. We have a little more difficulty here getting through this kind of tight space. The car's a little unsure. I still have not assisted it at all, but it looks like we're probably going to escape this parking lot. Now we have another turn. I have had it also try to go towards this wall before. Again, I don't know if it would crash or not. I always hit the brake, but it seems as it would go straight for the wall. But we're turning and we're out of here. So we escaped from the first parking lot. That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, let's go to another parking lot here that's a little busier. All right, so here we are. We're at the local Kroger. There's lots of vehicles, lots of things here. I'm actually going to let the car auto park us here. There you go. And because beta cannot currently reverse. Now, it's something I'm sure they'll add eventually, I would assume. But as of now, beta cannot go in reverse like we're doing right here. So I'll let you check out a quick auto park. This is all Vision Auto Park. Seems to usually work pretty well for me. That was actually a really smooth one. Usually it's got to kind of correct itself before it finishes backing in. But wow, that was really good. Okay, not normally that good, but that was great. So let's just give it a destination here. Let's say we want to go out here. So that's our destination. And we're in park right now. So I'll put the car into drive. Someone's alarm is going off, not related to me. And then as soon as it's ready, I'll just hit the button and here we go. So we're pulling out of the spot. A little braking. So you can see a lot more awkward, a lot more kind of unsure movements here compared to when you see it on the road. Oh, some of you probably see those movements a lot more than I do. But this right here, this smoothness, this confidence in a parking lot is insane, especially because it hasn't been mentioned. So we have someone coming from the left. There you go, you can see that. There's people, there's cars. And I'm actually really impressed with this. I don't know if it's something they've been working on in the background or what. I would think so because it is so drastically improved versus what we used to see. But again, it's not something we've seen mentioned specifically like, oh, parking lots should be improved, whatever. The goal pretty much the whole time has been A to B on city streets, get kind of beginning and end of drive later. But it looks like they've been working on that. So really good there. We got a tiny little break for that person, which is fine. And there we go. We're out of the parking lot. I mean, was it mapped or yeah? So this parking lot actually had a nice little kind of path to follow. Some of them don't have any, and the car just has to figure it out. So let's let it take this left out of here because this will be a little difficult. And then we'll find another parking lot to try out. So we're good. We're clear. And there we go. Beautifully escaped that parking lot. All right, I'll show you the roundabout too, because it's, yeah, see, we're stuck. Go, go, okay. All right, parking lot time. All right, so here we go. I'm just gonna pull us through here in between these two cars, so visibility is limited. But then we can turn beta on. I have it going across the street. Folding the mirrors for some extra clearance to pass through narrow way. Now it can see. So it kind of moved out quickly, which I feel like would be the hard part, and then waited after it moved out there. So this is the same parking lot. I just kind of moved to the other side. I actually thought where I was would have been a lot harder, but the car handled it so well. We're going to go across the street now and try a parking lot from U of M. So we're still waiting. I think it's waiting, yeah, for that pedestrian over there. And he's out of the way. There's a car coming now, so we'll have to, wow, this is really good. This is really, really good. So we wait for him, and then, I mean, slow, but it's time to move out, and we're doing it. And then I think we're going to take a pretty decent left here. So I'll let you peep this left, and then get us into the next parking lot. So I left the roof cam at home, sorry. We have one to the left and one to the right. So it's fairly clear. It is 5 lanes, as you can probably see. But right here, I mean, as those two cars go by, wow, wow, wow. This is so good. I love when it does well. It's just so fun. I want it to do well. It just, of course, doesn't always do well. Okay, let's head into the next parking lot. All right, now I tried to go deeper into this parking lot, but the busy spots were full, which shouldn't be a surprise. And I'm navigating us just to another parking lot over here, so we'll see how the car does. And like, so pulling out of the spot was really good. Now we weren't, blocked by a car on each side, just on one side. But still, like, it feels really good. I'm just surprised at how good all of it feels. Again, if you haven't been watching the videos, for over a year, now this is messing up now because there's really only a few spots you can get out. So it's going to have to go all the way around now since it can't reverse. If you weren't watching the videos like a year ago, you may not have seen any of the crazy parking lot stuff. It just was really bad. So yeah, the car's obviously confused. It thought it could exit right here, but it cannot. This parking lot, reason I picked it is it's pretty much fully surrounded by all these curbs, and there's just a couple select spots where you can exit. So I might just skip or assist it here, but as of now it can't go. It's not going, so at least it's not going for the curb. Okay, I didn't do that. Let's just chill for a second. All right, well, I feel that's enough waiting. One of these rare situations, I can just sit here. I'm not in anybody's way. I'm just going to tap the accelerator, see where it goes. There's a tap and I'll let off. Yeah, so there you go. Just that one little assist, and then the car is kind of like, oh, I can't go there. I'm going to go this way. So that's so funny. It got stuck there, and just a tiny little inch forward, and it moved up. So too fast. I'm going to roll the speed back there. So there's an adjustment they could make parking lots maybe 15 miles an hour or something. We make it to this stop sign, and it is successfully, it seems, rerouted, and it's going to get out onto this kind of road. I mean, it's still the parking lot, but a little wiggly with the wheel, and we escaped. We escaped that parking lot. All right, so I am deep into this parking lot. It's pretty much full, and I'm going to do a feeling lucky and see if the car can get out of here without me. I don't want you to think I'm picking a destination on purpose that allows it to get out. So there we go. Here, let me back up a little bit more, just to make our vision as kind of obstructed as possible. Okay. And I put this map up so you can kind of see. So our exits are, we have one kind of there on the bottom left, and is that it? Maybe on the right side there's an exit too. I'm not exactly sure. So let's just hit lucky. Hopefully it'll work. A lot of times it won't actually do anything for me. Yeah, no results found. So come on. I don't want to pick. I want the car to pick so that it's random. Okay, there we go. There's a random. I don't really care where it is. I just want the car to have some kind of goal to get out of this spot. All right, so we're all loaded up. I got to put the car in drive. And as soon as the steering wheel pops up, should be any second. All right, here we go. So full self-driving is on. Yeah, we kind of pull right out of there. I don't know how well the car can see. Seems confident enough. And like this, okay, it's too fast, but wow, it's really good. I'm going down to 15 just because that's far too fast. Oh, buddy. So it decided to go this way. That actually would have been the turn if we made a left back there. So I'm not sure. There's no way to exit over here. So the car's going to have to figure out what to do. Feels a little close to those parked cars, but I noticed that one that was sticking out, then it kind of fixed itself. There you go. There you go. I mean, it is... Okay, don't up the speed. It likes to keep the speed at 25. 15 is far more reasonable for this situation. But I think right here we're going to escape. See, it's mapping that opening there, waiting for our turn, and it's going to figure out like this is the way out of the parking lot. Oh, no, it goes right past it. It goes right past it. Okay, so here we go. We got to mess up now on the parking lot. Stop going 25. And look at my, oh, that was weird. My acceleration was limited there. I'm not sure why. I had the dotted bars. Oh, I think this might be an exit too. Okay, you can take this one. I didn't even know this was here. Did not even know this was an option. No, don't go to the left. So creeping, really no reason to creep. It's avoiding the curb there. That's why it kind of moved the wheel to the left. It didn't need to. We had plenty of space, but whoa, you're going to stop? No, you're not going to stop. All right, I'm going to report that. So it does sometimes seem to ignore parking lot stop signs, which that one I don't know. But in the parking lot, they're not usually legally enforceable. But on a campus, you could probably get something like that. So that was pretty weird that it ignored that. But beyond that, it did find its way out. A little awkward. No reason to go back there and then come back this way when you could have exited right here. But beyond that, it did escape. It did make it out of there just a little too fast. And besides that, pretty interesting, pretty comfortable. All right, so we got another kind of weird underground-ish parking lot. I don't know why this building would be on stilts like this. Comment down below if you know why this would be done this way. But we're in a parking lot. We're going to see if the car can get out. Now, I did actually have this in a kind of recent video, but we're on a newer version. So we're going to see if it behaves better than last time. It did kind of mess it up last time, although it did escape. This was part of what gave me the idea for this kind of video. So it wants to go on the road that's behind us. Let's see what it does. So as of right now, we can't use beta. This actually looks like it's frozen. No, it's not frozen. All right, so the car is basically just not loading up right now. I cannot turn beta on. So if I move forward a little bit. Nope. Let me try to move to this parking spot here, perhaps. Perhaps. All right, there we go. Oh, come back. It had the beta symbol for just a second. Yeah, so it's so kind of, I don't know what the right word is, put off by this environment. It just doesn't want to let me even enable the system. All right, got it. Let's turn it on before it tries to turn off. That car door over there was not open. And so where are you going to go? Yeah, so now it's going to be stuck. So there's a pillar to our right, and then the sidewalk is kind of to our left and in front of us, of course. So we can't, from this spot, I mean, it could fit through there. I don't think I'd want it to do that, but this is kind of what happened the first time last time. So it did get stuck right here. What if I push the accelerator a little bit? A little more. Yeah, so at this point now, it's really has no hope. The steering wheel should be going that way. So we have our first kind of big failure there of escaping a parking lot. Pretty weird parking lot, but still, you never know if a robotaxi drops you off here. Let me try it again. All right, there we go. We can turn the system on. 45. I'm going to try to turn that down a little bit. And, oh, just keep going left and you'll be good. There we go. Wow, a big acceleration. It's like excited to, okay, don't go for the pole. There you go. Good job. Not a good job. Good job not going towards the pole. Wow, the car is very confused as to what to do. So this is more reminiscent. This is still better than a year ago, but it's more reminiscent of what we used to see. And it was constantly in any parking lot, not just when it was messing up. It was like every parking lot situation. It did make it to the exit. I don't know what it's doing with these directions, but it made it to the exit. It waited for that car and did a very nice left turn. Very cool. Let's try that parking lot one more time just because it screwed it up so bad. All right, so I did punch in a different destination here, starting from approximately the same spot. I'm not even in a parking spot, so I don't really know what the logic is with being able to turn it on in parking lots. I'm gonna turn that down to 15. Just helps me manage. Oh, and it gave up. It gave up. All right, let's try again. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, hard brake. Kind of trying to figure it out. Yeah, it seems like these pillars are definitely confusing it. But it does make it around it. There's a Gatorade bottle there, which we did not touch. That's good. Okay, there's another pillar there. There you go. Okay, it definitely is seeing that. Oh yeah, you could see it on the occupancy network, that it filled in that pillar and then went around it. Beautiful stuff. I mean, you know, if you're not used to this, you're not going to like your car initially going straight for it and then correcting itself. But still, here we go. We made it to the exit. And we can go. You should just do it. And too slow. So I got to push the accelerator. We had time, but there's people coming, so I don't want to be in the way. And I disengaged. Okay, well, that was pretty fun. So we can see some parking lots you can escape, and some are more of a mess like we just saw. So if you have any questions, leave those down below. I would love to answer those for you. And I hope you enjoyed this one, and you will see me in full self-driving beta in the next video.